trade OTC markets electronically on PEP using OptionsCity Metro. So we'll start with how to click trade options using same-day options as an example. So, same-day options expire at 2:30 p.m. in New York time on the same day they entered into. Same-day options allow traders to pinpoint the intraday events they want to gain or hedge exposure to, providing a cheap and precise risk management tool with no overnight risk. So, for instance, the common occurrence of the Energy Information Administration, the EIA, issues a report every week on crude oil and natural gas inventory activity, which typically impacts option prices abruptly. So let's look how we can buy same-day option calls on PEP with Metro to hedge against a large upside move. So you can see here, the Metro user will access the PEP marketplace. And notice that there's 100 offered here at 35 cents. They can easily click trade through OptionsCity and list the offer on the same-day option, protecting against an upside move occurring after EIA number. Okay. The next scenario is a large portion of OTC trading activities are in option strategies. So we can capitalize RFQs responding in natural gas strategies. So for instance, take the case of an electric utility looking to hedge its exposure to natural gas used in its power plant. The utility goes to PEP to RFQ event, whereby buying the call providing the desired protection against the increasing price of natural gas, while selling the put to help finance the strategy. So here the utility sends in an RFQ for the fence through PEP. And here the Metro user sees the RFQ come in. They immediately have a theoretical value come in OptionCity, so they immediately know what the structure is worth, and they can quickly disseminate their bid and offer in the marketplace. Okay. So PEP customers now can view the response of the RFQ. Here, 3 cents at 8 cents, 50 up from the OptionCity user. And in this case, the utility would pay 8 cents here to buy the fence. Here paying 8 cents, and they would just click bid through Parity's platform and to hedge their exposure. Now, as soon as they do that, they instantly are filled, and they receive a fill. The utility receives a fill through PEP, and then the OptionCity user has their 8 cent offer lifted and filled on 50 loud, comes in their risk management system to see their trade. Okay. The last example, we'll review how OptionCity users can obtain competitive quotes from the market at large by submitting an RFQ to PEP. So a trader may have a future position he needs to roll forward, and in order to protect against the spreads between the nearby futures tightening, the trader decides to request the market for a calendar spread call option, which will be the spread between the two futures contracts. And now, important thing to note here in OptionCity is, in the structure itself, is that this RFQ does not reveal whether the trader wants to buy or sell. It just goes into the marketplace requesting a quote on this structure where the size or size buy or sell is not given up. So the user from OptionCity will easily submit this RFQ. RFQ from OptionCity appears on PEP. So this WTI CSO 1 month calendar spread option. Okay, the traders in the marketplace tighten the market down to 50 up, 70 bid at 71, 50 up, and at this point the OptionCity user decides to buy the 50 lots offered at 71. They immediately will just click on the 71 lot, this 71 cent offer for 50, and buy them. And here they get their option to fill in OptionCity. And then as well, the Parity, from the Parity side, trade capabilities to find arbitrage opportunities between the energy markets. So from open outcry to voice OTC to the electronic marketplaces, users can quickly and efficiently capitalize on these arbitrage opportunities. Okay, I noticed as I was talking here, we have a few questions actually. So I'll read out some of these and answer best I can. Maybe Charles, you can help me out here. Okay, so can you trade covered options, quarterly, yearly strips? So covered options, first off, that's a unique feature. Yeah, in PEP and OptionsCity, trade covered options. In PEP, you can trade quarterly and yearly strips. Strips are coming soon for OptionsCity. Okay, let's see the next question here. Can I use electronic eye to scan and execute? Yeah, that's exactly what the electronic eye does, and it works on PEP just like on any other exchange. So it's full usability on the PEP system. Charles, here's one for you. Are there any incentive programs for market makers on PEP?
Yeah, definitely. We have aggressive incentive programs which involve either commission rebates or revenue sharing or even equity participation. We're definitely looking for additional market makers, and feel free to contact me for more details.
Okay, we'll put up contact information. Along the same lines, the fee structures on PEP. Charles, you want to talk about that?
Sure. Yeah, so so PEP is free to access. So you can have a PEP on your desk and not have to pay a thing. You pay a standard commission per contract traded. Billing is OTC style. In other words, commission is only charged on one leg of the strategy, say straddles. That's in contrast with floor or exchanges where you build on legs.
Okay. I have one here. I'm a OneTech user. What's the difference with OptionsCity? So the main difference being, both have the pricing capabilities, but with OptionsCity, you have the executing capabilities, the quoting capabilities, and the electronic eye. Probably the three main, differences, with OptionsCity to OneTech. A couple more questions coming in here. Let's see here. Oh, so these two are kind of together. Can I mass quote Metro and PEP? Yes. Can I quote Globex simultaneously? So again, yes, you can OptionsCity, you can mass quote multiple markets at the same time. So you can be mass quoting on Globex and on PEP simultaneously. This is where we spoke about earlier, and one of the ways that you can take advantage of arbitrage opportunities. The next one, Charles, is for you. Do all the options traded need to be cleared, and if so, is there a preferred clearing house?
Yes, like all trades in PEP are cleared systematically, and the clearing houses that we currently support are CME Airport and IceClear. If there's a case where a trade could be cleared in either clearing house, the one that's selected is selected according to the trader's preferences.
Okay, all right. And let's see. Will I receive a confirmation for trade? Who handles the clearing, I guess? Question.
So Parity submits the trade for clearing rates, and we also send trade confirmations.
Okay. And what's the average daily option volume on PEP? What are the most popular options that are traded on PEP?
So a PEP average approximately 2,200 contracts a day. That was in the first quarter of 2011. The most popular contracts include same-day options, counter-spot options, both in crude oil and natural gas, as well as European-style options in natural gas.
Okay. I think that's, I see one more coming in here. I already trade options on Globex. How is PEP different? Charlie, you want to take that one as well?
Yeah, sure. That's a good question. First of all, PEP provides access to contracts that are not on Globex, like for instance, European option nat gas, CSOs, same-day options, and APOs. So, it's pretty much the only electronic trading avenues for these contracts as of today. Second, PEP, we feel that PEP provides superior support for OTC style trading. Like for instance, we have a minimum size. We make it very easy for people to quote covered options, strategies, and strips. And then finally, real-time broker support is embedded in PEP. So Parity brokers, help generate order flow, they disseminate the information, and they facilitate trade negotiations, when needed.
Okay. Great. That's all the questions I see here. Our contact information is on the screen. If anyone needs to further questions, you can reach out to us either by phone or email here, and also please check out our website. And before we go,